Hello everyone, back with another okay video. Today we're watching, as you can see the screen, horror movies. Not movies, but like animated stories, horror. It's gonna be spooky today. And today I'm not gonna be like pretending I'm copying them. I'm gonna use the face cam. So guys, I could prove I'm not like reacting to it instead of like copy. So right now we're using Wensin's entertainment videos as our reacting our stories. Yep, we'll be using that. So better grab your blankets, your snacks, your stuffed animal. And you should be good to go. Now, do this. Now, and now, get the spooky.
Well, to begin with, it all started last month. I was leaving school alone. It was a normal day, nothing out of the ordinary. As I was leaving, I saw a man in his 50s. He was wearing a black jacket and a pair of ugly old basketball shorts. He looked so gross. After a couple of minutes, I was finally home. I was listening to music the whole time, and I didn't realize that the man was following me. He was even holding a camera towards my bedroom window. I freaked out, but I still tried to stay calm. As I was walking to the door, I checked the window, and the man was still there holding his camera and smiling. I told my mom, so she called the police, but they didn't find anything. They even asked me to describe him to an artist so that they could have his face, but nothing. I wouldn't tell you this story if it didn't happen just last week. I was finishing a private guitar lesson at my teacher's house when something caught my eye. It was a picture of her and her husband. Then I realized that my stalker was her husband. I took my bag, made up an excuse, apologized, and left the house. She was shocked when she saw me running. Soon after, I opened my bag and almost passed out. There was an envelope full of my pictures of me changing in my bedroom. I immediately called my mom, crying as I explained the situation. She called the police, and after a couple of minutes, they arrived. My mom did as well. They went into my teacher's house, asked her several questions about her husband, and asked about any strange activities. She stayed quiet. After searching the house, they found other pictures of multiple girls.
Ew, this dude. Bro, look at this dude. There's even a picture of a woman taking off her shirt. Ugh.
After they caught him, they discovered that he had a bad history, which included rape and sexual assault. Now he is in prison, but I'm still afraid that someone like him will go a step further.
So bad. This is why I hate people like this. So, remember kids, when you grow up, don't act like that. Cause you end up in jail. Cause you deserve it. Ugh. You disgusting. I think he definitely deserves it for looking too.
I'm 30 years old, and this story took place when I was 13. My mother was a single mom, and she had to work 2 jobs. She worked at a grocery store in the morning and a bar at night. So I was home alone a lot, but it was okay because I was used to it. I could cook myself some dinner and walk back and forth to school. I was a pretty responsible kid for my age. One night, I was watching TV while eating ice cream, and someone knocked at the front door. I was wondering who it could be, as my friends never came out this late and my mom would always use her key to get in.
Friends come out.
I opened the door, and it was a man standing there with his hands in his pockets.
I wouldn't
I said, hello?
ever again.
He replied, hello.
If I saw that man in front of my door, there's no way I'm going to enter the door ever again. I'm only going to look out the peephole, and I see his ugly face, and I'm not opening the door to him.
Young lady, are your parents home? Stupidly, I said no. My mom isn't home right now. You have to come back tomorrow.
Stupidly.
He then said with a surprised smile on his face, oh, you're all alone, huh? I said, yeah, I am. He replied with, okay, young lady. Have a nice night.
Dude.
Don't get into any trouble. He then walked away and I closed the door.
She can get in trouble with you.
He seemed friendly, but also weird at the same time.
No.
He was a little funny looking though. He was balding and had 70s style glasses on, with a mustache and bags under his eyes. About 10 minutes passed, and there was another knock at the door. I got up to answer it, but before I opened the door, something told me to put the chain on. I don't know why, but my gut told me to do that. It was strange because we really didn't use the chain. But I'm glad I did, because as soon as I opened the door, it was pushed open, but abruptly stopped by the chain. Before I could even say or do anything, I looked through the crack of the door to see the same man again. And he said in a startled voice, oh, hey there. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. As he stuttered, it was like he knew he failed getting inside the house and tried to play off this suspicion by speaking quickly and making it seem like he didn't just obviously try coming into the house. I said, I'm fine, thanks, and I shut the door. At that time, I didn't really understand the situation or the dangers of what just happened. But still, I was a bit freaked out and wanted my mom to come home soon. An hour went by, and I was still thinking about what happened, so I started to watch a movie, trying to keep my mind occupied, when I heard, hey, let me in quick. I gotta tell you something. This was the scariest situation I've ever been in my life. It was the man once again. He was talking through the letterbox. I shouted, leave me alone. The letterbox closed. Then the man started banging on the front door, screaming, let me in, you little shit, while slamming the front door handle up and down, trying to get in. I just stood back crying, praying he doesn't get in. He eventually gave up and left. My mom came home about 30 minutes later, just to find me crying, and I told her everything that happened. We told the police, but they never found this guy. I look back, and I think how grateful I am that I had the feeling to put the chain on the door.
Good thing.
I hate to think what that man would have done if he had managed to get in.
Yeah. That story teaches you a lesson. Never open the door to strangers. And don't be stupid and say, ugh, I'm alone. Because he knows if you say you're alone, they know then that the strangers know that there's no one to help you. Except your phone. Call 911 with it. Okay, now my dead grandmother gave me a locket. Oh.
I have a true story from when I was younger. I was walking home from school one day. I was in year 11 and saw something weird. I saw a face which seemed familiar to me, but I didn't know how. Later, I was studying my room and I must have fallen asleep. I had a strange dream where my grandmother, who had passed away before my birth, came to visit me in my room. We had a very pleasant conversation in which she said that she wanted to give me something. I had no idea what this thing was, but I must have agreed to take it. I don't remember exactly what happened next, but I knew it was morning by the way that my mother was calling me to get up for school. I did my normal morning routine, except I didn't put on my glasses, which was strange, as I need them to see. Anyhow, I went downstairs to the bathroom, and then went into the living room. My mom was in the kitchen making breakfast. I sat in the living room waiting for her to be ready, and as she came in with my...
Oh my gosh, what is this? No, get on my face. No. Oh gosh, sorry.
This happened when I was in college. I was 20 at the time, studying for an upcoming exam in biology. That is, until my roommate busted in my room. She wasn't yelling, but I could see she was drunk by her excitement. I rolled my eyes and sighed. I completely lost focus now. But it was okay. I'd kind of gotten used to her behavior. She was a party girl while I was, well, a nerd. I tried to get back on my reading tracks again, but she patted me on the back and drunkenly giggled before speaking. Come on, Jasmine. Every time I see you, you're always reading a book. I sighed before speaking. And every time I see you, you smell of alcohol and vomit. She frowned at me. How about this? I'll be quiet all week if you come to this party tomorrow at 8. I wanted to say no, but then I thought about it. I mean, I do always work really hard. Besides, she won't barge in like this for the whole week? Sounds too good, I thought to myself. So I nodded and continued to read. We got ready. I hadn't dressed up in ages, so I was kind of excited. The party was loud, filled with drunk people making out, bumping and dancing. The party was hosted in a basement-like setting, only it was much bigger and had a lot of space. I'm not going to lie, I did have a few drinks. I wasn't drunk, but I was definitely tipsy. So, as my view became tilted, this guy comes out of nowhere and has small talk with me. He was fairly attractive. He didn't seem drunk. We met and exchanged names. From what I remember, he had red dyed hair and blue eyes. He was white and about 6 feet. His name was Luke. We laughed and talked about topics like studying and books and that kind of thing. The talking went on for about a half an hour. He then said, Hey, I'm going to get another drink. Want anything? And I said, why not? I mean, I'm having fun. So later on, he came back with drinks. And the next thing I remember, we were making out in the corner of the party room. It was so quick, and then he asked me, want to go back to my place?
No.
Which I politely declined. I already know what he wants. Besides, I needed to be on campus in the morning.
You need
Come on, I promise it'll be fun. I remember that he kept on trying to get me to go, but he gave up after I made it clear I wasn't interested in going to his place. He rolled his eyes angrily and gave me a paper with a number on it. Fine. If you change your mind, give me a call. He leaned close to me and whispered against my ear. Then he walked out, and the rest of the night was a complete blank. The next day, I woke up inside my college bedroom, on my bed, next to my roommate snoring on her bed as well. As I got up to shower, a paper fell out of my pocket. It was the number, which made me remember that guy. But I had more important things now. I showered then and went to study. I remember reading my book when all of a sudden I felt dizzy. Then I woke up in the bed with police officers and nurses talking next to me. Turns out I had this dangerous allergic reaction that could only be caused from saliva or any bodily fluids that had come from decaying or rotting flesh. Which to my surprise was weird. I hadn't been kissing anyone, let alone ate anything raw. Then I remembered the guy. I told the police about the guy at the party and gave them the number he gave me. A few weeks passed and my allergies went down so I could live my life normally. I just finished my test when my phone rang. I answered it, and it was the police. Turns out the guy from the party had 2 dead, decaying women's bodies inside his apartment that he ate. They must have been there for months. My heart dropped. The thought that I made out with someone who ate human flesh, or even worse, was what if I had agreed to come to his place? I may have been one of those bodies.
When I was in the 7th grade, I heard about astral projection for the first time and thought the idea seemed pretty cool. Who wouldn't want an out-of-body experience and travel around the world? Anyways, I've been attempting it for several months to no avail. I did doubt it wasn't real and eventually stopped attempting it. Then one day on a January, I decided to hit the bed at around 7 p.m. to take a nap, and the next second I began to feel I was being pulled out of my body as a strong vibration feeling overcame me, similar to that body feeling you get from a strong nicotine rush. I then was floating in my room and felt a presence right behind me, but didn't think much of it. It wasn't a good presence, more of a demonic one. Despite there being my family in the home awake, I didn't see anyone there, and only the light that illuminated the stairway was on. Everything also had a blue tint to it, and I could see clearly in the dark. I had to swim through the air to be able to move, and went through my door and swam my way downstairs. I decided to go up and through the ceiling, and then through the roof, and explore this new plane of existence. However, as I went through the ceiling, I saw this creature rushing towards the stairs, and it stopped as soon as I stopped moving to see it. I could only see the back of it from the right side of it since it was blocked by a wall, but it had yellow skin.
Dude, actually, I would not try this if I saw that. No way. No way would I try it after that.
Elongated ears, a tail that's medium-sized, and it appeared to be as tall as I was at the time, 5'6". I stared at it for a few seconds, frozen in fear, and before I knew it, I was awake, back in my bed. I looked at my clock, and several minutes had passed by. I don't know what to think of that, but it was an interesting experience.
Invisible? Okay, guys. If you have an invisible playmate, make sure they are best friends ever. Not like
When I was 8 years old, I didn't have any friends.
that.
My mom wouldn't allow me to play outside with the other kids in our neighborhood. I was always alone. The only playmates I had were my cousins and my brother, but it took 3 hours and 25 minutes to get to their houses.
Went to Disney.
One day, my mom let me play outside with the kids in our neighborhood for the first time because she was going somewhere, maybe to work or to run errands. I got my dolls and other toys and was excited to play with the kids outside. When I got there, no one wanted to play with me.
No one wanted to play with you because you carried a dolls with you. No one wants to play with a girl with a doll. Man.
The attempt was useless, but then someone approached me. He had puppy eyes and was cute. We quickly became playmates. Even though he was a boy, he would join me for tea parties with my dolls. He also invited me to play with him at his house.
What type of?
But I was confused because his house looked old and abandoned. Like it hadn't been cleaned up for almost 12 years. We decided to go play in his garden. When we got there, I puked. I didn't know why at the time, but for some reason, I was disgusted.
Open your mouth.
Hurry up!
He didn't offer me water or anything. He just looked at me grinning and said, "Next time, you're going to sleep here too."
Next time you're going to sleep here
2 weeks after that upsetting experience, I went looking for him. A paper airplane flew to me out of nowhere. I picked it up, and when I opened it, I was shocked, scared, and sad. It was a newspaper clipping. The boy that I played with went missing 9 years ago.
9 years.
I ran to my bedroom, and I saw a shadow through my window.
No.
I looked at it closely, and it was the boy. He was smiling. Today, I'm 19 years old, and I still remember that part of my childhood so clearly.
Oh my god. This is why you have a good playmate. A Okay, this is gonna be the last one. Because do it right now.
One day, when I was about 6 or 7 years old, my mom had gone to my older sister's recital in Georgia, and my dad was at work. He was a pilot for some airline. So she left me and my older brother, who was only 12 at the time, at the sitter's house, which was a few blocks away from my house. My sitter, who I'm going to call Bev, was 19, and she was pretty much the best kind of sitter to a 6 to 7-year-old boy could ask for. She'd let us play games and stay up watching TV, as long as we didn't bother her while she was on the phone with her boyfriend. We were watching TV, and we could hear something scratching the paneling on the side of the house. Naturally, we blew it off as a stray animal, so we continued watching TV. About 30 minutes to an hour later, Bev ran into the living room and locked the front door and shut the blinds. We were curious as to what she was doing. Me and my brother, being kids, got scared and started crying. Then Bev said everything would be okay. It was just a peeping Tom. So she took us upstairs and we went to her parents' room with the Nintendo and some snacks. She said stay put and not to touch anything we didn't bring into the room. Not a minute later after she walked out of the room, we heard a loud crash and glass shattering in the room below us. The sicko had thrown a brick from the walkway to the guest bedroom window and managed to get in. I remember Bev running into the room and pulling us into the closet, telling us we were going to play a game of hide and seek and to be very quiet. She got out of the closet and locked it from the outside latch and disappeared. Several minutes passed and we could hear a grown man screaming, come out wherever you are. I only want to play.
Wait, what?
Then I heard what sounded like water running in the bathroom across from the closet. Then it shut off. And I heard Bev yelling something at the man. It was something like, the police.
Okay.
Police are on their way. You better get out of my fuck.
I got it right in time. Is the F word? Skip that part. No F words. Right, no F words in that one, this show. And then this. Oh my god, I put it at the wrong time.
Man turned a corner to go out the front door. Bev swung the bat as hard as she could, knocking the man to the floor. Dazed, he got up and tried chasing her outside, but the cops had already arrived and tackled the man on site. My mom came home immediately and took me, my brother, and Bev back to my house. A few years later, she explained that the man was a known sex offender and had escaped from prison. In the report, he was said to be carrying a rather large knife in his pocket and had a Saturday night special tucked away in the waist of his pants.
Sorry guys, it's not gonna be the end of the video. If you want to see School Lockdown, go down and type in Wednesday Entertainment. Yep, hope you guys like it. Subscribe. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. And I'm taking out my gloves. Just kidding, I might need. Yeah, that was a very, very, very scary. Because it's scary animation, you don't know if it's real or not. It could be real, it could be not. So, right now, it's going to be an end of the video. Be sure to subscribe, definitely. Once I see you with my own eye, you're not subscribing. If you don't subscribe, I'll give you a creepy face you ever seen in your life. And I said it, creepiest face in your life. Either way, you guys like it, subscribe, and leave a comment which one is your favorite. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.